Bless you. You're welcome.
Give me that thing on all that shit on shit. Give me the races, the people that's in those races, and give me that breakdown that kind of had last night. What's on your videos that I need to check out? All right, let's go to work. Can you hear me?
I don't know what you're looking for. Is that it?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That list, this is what I'm, this, um, this is what, this is, but you know, that list has got all the candidates and their various offices they're running for. We ain't got the short list, have we?
You got the,
Okay, I'll deal with this. All right, let's do the motherfucking thing. Shit 'em. Whew. All right. And just when you thought it would save, it is absolutely positively not. And it probably will not be saved on this particular show until October 3rd. And then after October 3rd, it still won't be safe until, I forget the date, in November, as we deal with politics and the change that needs to take place in Memphis and Shelby County. I'll be glad somewhat when it's over so that I can start dealing really with some other issues. But in this town that we call Memphis, there is nobody else in media, especially from a black perspective, that's going to tell you exactly like it is. There are too many that want to sugarcoat and want to be politically correct. And I don't give a damn, okay? I don't give a damn about the political correctness. It's about who are we going to place in office that is going to work for the low and moderate income people, not for the elitists, not for those who have vested financial interests and agendas to be fulfilled, not for the water carrying Negroes who carry the water for their masters and don't even get much to drink themselves. They're just grateful to be able to carry the water. That's what I want to deal with tonight. I'm expecting Nicole to stop back by on tonight. Let me, before I get into that, I had young preacher in here. Well, he ain't young, 46, 48 years old. Had him in here in the studio on last night. Gerald Kiner, young preacher, pastor. I guess he's been pastoring for about 17 years out in the Hickory Hill area. One thing that you don't do with me, you do not come on this show not prepared. I can understand anyone that is new to the political arena not knowing it all. But if you are running for any particular office, you should know the ins and outs and the rules of the game, what you can and what you can't do. I noticed last night that one of his primary concerns was the persons that was receiving grants from the city. And I don't think that he was aware of the fact that I knew that he had received money also. When I read his brochure that he sent to me concerning him running, he was angry with Martavius Jones, who presently represents that particular district. He was concerned that some people that he knew, that Martavius knew, had received some monies. He was concerned about Lifeline to Success, who had received $200,000. And I'm sure he was surprised when I found out that he received in the 2018 year $150,000, but he had requested 200. And then this year he didn't get no monies at all. And and I look at all of these people that are getting grants from the city. Somebody's at the door. Rhonda Logan didn't get but a little $5,000 grant. Sidney Chisholm even got a $10,000 grant. And I'm just looking at names that jump out at me. Mhm. But let me say this. I asked him last night. He talked about advertising, but you're a black businessman and you don't advertise with me. Here's what I want to say to Pastor Cam. You got to be careful who you talk to, because messages have a way of getting back to me. Pastor Kana, Gerald, you want to talk about you not going to advertise on the Thaddeus Matthews show. I mean, it's not surprising to me, Doc. It's not surprising because there's a lot of black folk that don't advertise with me. But Pastor, I was very kind to you on last night, since you paid your $1,000 to be on the show. I didn't dog you the way that I could have when I found out that you were really dumb to many things that are going on in the city. That you, as well as many others, you're receiving grants from the city. And I guess you don't realize, Doc, that if you, by a remote possibility, became a city council person, that you could no longer receive any monies from the city. even though you got a woman by the name of Monique Wade over the project. I found it interesting with Monique Wade that I found where you all had applied for a marriage license at some point. hmm So that would be a conflict of interest, Pastor County. You're not going to be able um, to just get the city's monies that you were saying that unjustly are going to so many others. But I was still kind to you because I've had numerous women contact me and say that you are abusive, that you like to beat the ass of women. You look like a very timid fellow, um, with that little tight suit on, to be jumping on women. But all during the show, I had uh, several women talk about he beat my ass, he beat my ass. Oh, he tore my ass up. hmm But you say you bragging about you came on the show and you did well and you ain't gonna advertise with me. And you talking to somebody that I have known for 25 years. And she loves the Thaddy Bear. I, and to tell you how she loved me so much, I was setting up in the catfish cabin today. I didn't know she had got married. What she had told me, she got married, but that she didn't like the fella. I hope you watching, brother. She told me she didn't like him. I said, okay, you still okay with me. So I'm sitting in the new catfish cabin that's soon gonna become Bell's Cafe. Belvis and Courtney Bell owns it now. I'm just sitting there eating my jumbo catfish dinner. That's 5 pieces of whole catfish. Had me some cabbage, some spaghettis, and then Dale got a damn pork chop. I didn't know they had no pork chop on the damn menu, and just killed my taste for the fish cause Dale gave me a piece of her pork chop, and the pork chop was good. And I'd never met the lady's husband. And some of you men got a whole lot of bitch in you. And brother, what you did was a bitch move. I'm gonna come back to the pastor. Uh, but that was a bitch move. I'm just sitting there, and there were some other ladies in there, and I knew them. They were eating their dinner, trying to eat in peace. And you said, well, I see all you ladies in here. I got a question. They said, what's your question? He wanted to know, was it possible for a woman to be pregnant with twins and one die and the other one live? So the women told him yes. So then I'm sitting there trying to eat my fish. People know I take pictures with people all the time, but don't bother me when I'm eating. So you Thaddeus Matthews. Yeah, brother. What's up? I'm trying to eat in peace and don't wanna be bothered. So then old boy says, he asks me, do you know, and I'm not gonna call her name. Um, I said, yes, I know her. Well, I want you to know that's my wife. I said, oh, she don't even like you. She don't know. Didn't I tell him that? She don't like you, man. Why are you telling me? Well, I wanted you to know that's my wife. I said, well, your wife was my woman before she was your wife. And in fact, I just got off the phone with your wife. I've been talking to your wife all morning. She don't like you. Okay? Ooh, I knew your wife in the biblical sense. Then, with that bitch move you made, I went on to eat my fish. And you called your wife, and in the middle of the restaurant, you put your wife on speakerphone so that I could hear. And if I didn't really like your wife, I'd put your name on blast. But I don't want to embarrass her, so folk know she got such a bitch ass husband. You put your wife's voice, you called your wife, put her on speakerphone in the restaurant. Then you tell your wife, Thaddeus Matthews is in the restaurant. Your wife immediately called me. I ain't 5 feet from you. Your wife calls me on my phone. I said, yeah, he in here. Yes, he putting you on blast. Yes, he's trying to prove to me that something really going on with you. I don't care. Because you've been my girl for over 25 years. So, brother, let me share something with you. The only reason that she's with you now is because our relationship is not there. But if I wanted your wife and I wanted her for my very own, with your broke ass, she would leave your ass in a heartbeat. Then she know I don't do women preachers. So, brother, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put your wife on blast in front of other people. Be satisfied that your wife allows you to be there with her. Okay, you didn't have no point to prove with the daddy bear. None. My conversations with your wife this morning was about kinda. Because she's affiliated or had been affiliated with the church. Don't do your wife like that, okay? I ain't gonna break up your happy home. But your wife probably watching me right now with a smile on her face, because she knows who I am and what I can do. I'm just that much man. Now, I just thought I'd throw that in for free since I was talking about Kinda, and Kinda had called her yesterday because I've been to the church and met him some years ago with the young lady. And he called her yesterday to come to this show. And she said, hell, I ain't getting in there. And she didn't. But kinda, you bragging about you ain't gonna do business with me to her, And she forewarned you. She called you today and warned you to take your mouth off of me. Because, see, if I had been a heartless individual, if I had have been my usual Thaddeus Matthews last night, I'd have talked about all these women that were texting and saying you beating their ass. I would talk about the fact that you don't want no men in your church because you screwing, and I got it from several sources that say you want to screw all the women in the church. Hell, share the coochie, man. Damn. You can't have all the folk in your church. Then I could have went back, brother, and talked about that house that you had that was in foreclosure that you were renting out to individual. I could have talked about all of that, but I think with your appearance on the show last night, you proved without me having to do anything that you ain't ready for the city council. If you don't know that funding comes from these agencies, if you have not read the charter of the city council, then you're not ready. And if you are mad because the city of Memphis didn't give you another $200,000, then you in this race for the wrong damn reasons. I can't get a grant. And you know, it becomes crazy to me sometimes that I believe in what I do so much that for the last 3 years, I have personally financed Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries to the tune of nearly $100,000 every year. That even now, my desire is to feed 500 families every month. Every month. That this city has over 200,000 people in it that don't know where the next meal is coming from. And all of them are not sleeping in the parks. Many of these people are employed people who got to decide whether they're going to eat, buy their medicine, pay Memphis like gas and robbery, or what? So it was placed upon my heart, the cussing pastor, the one that many of you talk bad about. And remember, I don't give a damn about you talking bad about me. I get past that. Because if you ain't feeding me, financing me, or me, and that got to be real good, I really don't give a damn because I'm who I am, okay? I ain't trying to be nobody else. I don't have to put on no airs because God has made me my own individual. And those of you who think you going to hell because you cuss, well, damn it, then I guess I'm going if that's your opinion. But I'm so damn glad that you motherfuckers don't have a heaven or a hell that you can place me in, and that my relationship with my God is a personal thing. Boy, you better preach. I felt a hoop right there. But I can't get no grants. I have fed nearly 600 separate families in the last 2 months, I spent my money along with the small donations that we got here to accumulate 25,000 pounds of groceries. Ain't none of them folk that we gave no grocery to been to church. Okay? They ain't been not one Sunday. But that's fine. And I've had a pastor tell me, man, you ain't gonna get no growth out of that. You ain't gonna get folks to join your church with feeding them. I said, well, Doc, let me tell you something. I'm not feeding folk to grow the membership. If they come, hey, it's great. But you got hungry folk. And y'all taking these grants that y'all getting from the city, the state, the government, and everybody else, and you got every type of program in place, but making sure that our people are economically empowered. People say, well, Thaddeus, we don't want to help you cause you radical. You cuss. Hell, I was cussing when I came out my mama's whatchamacallit. I said, damn, what the hell am I at? I've been up in this nice place all these 9 months. Now they done changed my environment. And I really got mad when that doctor smacked me on my ass. I got real touchy with that. I called him a mother flucker. Slapped me on my ass. And I just got here. Hell. Ooh, Jesus. But look, I'm going to keep on doing what I do. I'm going to keep on helping those that need to be helped. I ain't no damn fool. But it did me joy. Even I had some members of Naked Truth that were in some strange situations. And I'm going to be trying to figure out your situation. Hell, if your ass hungry and you said, Pastor, I'm hungry, I ain't gonna have you fill out no damn paperwork and say, I'm going through this. That ain't my business. That ain't my concern. You hungry. And hell, y'all can tell I ain't missing no meals. That's what ministry is all about. Hell, I'm looking at millions of dollars in grants that churches and religious organizations are getting. And I already know under this present administration, I ain't getting nothing. I ain't gonna get nothing. But God just keeps on sustaining. Now, I got to feed some folk again. First Saturday in October. Hell, it ain't but a few weeks away. I got to come up with some more Monties to feed folk. Folk I don't even know. My biggest crowds at the church is when I'm giving something away. There's a motivation from a business standpoint that says stop. Stop feeding all these folks. Stop investing your money into this. But like the madman I am, I just keep on doing this madness. But I need your help and your support. I need at least a couple of $1,000 to get another 25,000 25,000 pounds of food. We have on our list, and my goal is 500 a month. We now have on the list 300 and what, 72, 372 families. In October, I'm going to do another registration thing for November. And when you register, you're good for the whole year. Okay. And remember, I'm not a pastor with a salary. I don't get nothing from the church. And the whole pitiful offering I get on Sunday morning don't pay nothing. I pay the musician out of my pocket because I believe in what God has called me to do, and that He will sustain me, and that He will send folk around me that will sustain me in ministering to the people in this community. None of what I do I have to do. I could be on radio, I could be on TV, and if I didn't have this ministry going on, I could accumulate in excess of an extra $150,000 a year. In the last 3 years of ministry, I have invested over $300,000 into ministry. And what pays for that is not tithes and offerings. I don't get no grants. It's what I work hard to do 7 days a week. TV advertising, TV exposure, traveling across the country as the cussing pastor. That's what takes care of naked truth. I could be selfish and keep my money in my pocket, but that's not what God would have me do. And I know I'm crazy. I know I'm a star-native fool to be helping folk that don't tell you thank you, don't appreciate you, don't talk about you. You can't find nothing good to say about me until I'm giving you something. We've given away jobs. This year, I'm not doing the toy drive. I'm not doing the toys. I'm tired of giving y'all bicycles and all that stuff. Last year, how many families did we give toys to?
We did 25.
Yeah, we gave bicycles and toys. In the last 3 years, at least a couple of hundred children. This year, I want to do something totally different. I want to go into the senior citizen homes. There are many of the elderly in senior citizens facilities that y'all done just left y'all folk. You done left your mama, your daddies, and all of them. And these people go without. They go without the necessities of life. They don't get caps. They don't get clothing. They don't get nothing. And I'm led this year to forget about Santa Claus and forget about bicycles and toys. And I want to take on at least 100 senior citizens. I'm going to ask y'all to help me, but I want to go into care facilities and see about the least of these. Get them a wish list. We took blankets last year into, I forget the name of that one, over on Parkway, right there across from Bloomfield and Baptist Church. We went in there, I think I took 100 blankets in there. We took blankets last year and gave to people in the parks and people that was sleeping on the benches. I'm not trying to impress children anymore with that damn lie about Santa Claus. That damn lie y'all keep on wanting to tell your children. Put that up there on the screen for me. I need your assistance with the food program. I ain't gonna start with the blankets and the things for people in the senior citizens. I got to get the names of some senior citizens' homes, and you got some names? And I want to go through and just get some wish lists. I want to go in and visit with some of these elders, because hell, my ass getting old. So, and I'm gonna need somebody to come see about me. Dominique already told me she gonna roll me out in the backyard of her mansion and get me a microphone and just give me the microphone, and in my old feeble age, she gonna come to the door and she said, Daddy, I'm gonna hear you saying, just when you thought it was safe. That's my baby though. But this is what I want to do for people, okay? Many of you have left your family members in these nursing homes. They get no visitations. They get no sanitary this, that, and the other. So I want to do it for at least 100 senior citizens. That's going to be my goal for this Christmas. That's what I want to do. But if you would like to help me feed, I got to make an order next week to be able to get another long tractor trailer full of food. And I believe that many of you will help. Some of you ain't gonna do nothing because you don't like me. That's your thing. If you can live with not liking me, I'm all right with it. You don't like me, and some of you don't like me, and you don't even know why you don't like me. I heard I mess you up everything. Many of you don't know me personally. You only know the person that you see on TV. That could be a totally different person when you know me personally and find me with these cameras off and we're dealing one-on-one. But I need as many of you tonight that can give $25. There's the Cash App, $ Naked Truth Ministries, or PayPal.me/help support group. And the one thing that you know is that everything that I've ever said that I was going to do, I've done it. Everybody that I said I was going to help, I've done it. I need your help, not for Thaddeus. The money ain't mine. But it's to help feed people into this community. I'm gonna keep it up all night. I need $2,000 so I can go and make this order. And we don't give you just one little box of commodities. And there is a lot of USDA food in our partnership with the Memphis Food Bank that we get free. But I told Dale that I just can't give these folks no cheese. That's some good government cheese, and no peanut butter and those things. But I want people to have beans and peas and butter beans and milk and juices and uh, chips and all types of. We got pork in the can. We give you enough food based on the size of your family to feed a family for a week. There, we got to give it that man that want to give me them all them turkeys free. I've been busy and I ain't been feeling that good. I just keep pushing on. We got to do that. That's what I do. That's what the cussing pastor does. Now, what your pastor doing? The one that don't cuss, you think. The one that don't like them big booty girls, you think. And I keep telling you, if your pastor don't like a big booty girl, he might like one of them big booty boys. Mm-hmm. Yes. But that's it. I need your help with that. All right. I'm gonna leave that up there. I need some of y'all might want to give 100. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna get off into this political thing. Nicole done entered in. When we come back from this commercial, I'm gonna talk about damn Thurston Smith. You pulling your gun on folk at the poll. You can't get nobody to vote for you, so no, you ain't paying nobody. We're gonna talk about that. And then I'm gonna talk about, I might have a chance to make me some more Montees because the election in many of these races will not end on October the 3rd. In the single district races, you must, super districts, it don't make no difference. But in the single district races, where there are more than 2 people in the race, the winner must get 50% plus 1. 50% plus 1 to be the winner. In many of these races, it ain't gonna happen. In the single district races, like in City Council District number 1, Rhonda Logan is in that race, Sherman Greer, and I believe Don Bonner, who ain't did no advertising, ain't did no promotion, but can, even being in the race, can pull the numbers down if all her family and loved ones vote. You got to get 50% plus 1. In that race, and I ain't got my master list. In district number 3, I ain't got my master list, Dale. I'm going, I think there are more than 3 people in that race. In district 4, you got Jamita, you got, well, you ain't got nobody but Jamita and Brittany. It's gonna be either or. There is a great chance in District 6 that will be a runoff. You got Edmund Ford Sr., you got David Clemens, you got the bonds that are in that race. Unless Ed gets 50 plus 1, there will be a runoff. In District 7, oh, it's damn sure gonna be a runoff. Okay? It's gonna be a runoff. District 7, there will be a runoff. Um, you got Burton Boyd, Katrina Smith, Jared Price, Larry Springfield, Michelin, C.S. Esther Thomas, Thurston Smith, Jimmy Hassan, Will the Underdog Richardson, and Tony Green Cole. It'll be a runoff in that race. Okay? No way possible that there is not. These other races, the super district races, there is no runoff in the super district races. So, be a chance to make a little more money. And you're going to be foolish not to get you some advertising. You ought to have your budget set up. Now, one other thing, and I'm going to commercial, then I'm going to bring Nicole up here with me as we talk about some issues here. Those of you who are not advertising, you're not promoting yourselves, you're going to lose. I'm just telling you flat foot. You're going to lose. Especially if you are in a race where there is numerous people. Some of y'all ain't got no money. What did I say? Some of y'all ain't got no money. You wasn't prepared to run. You ain't got no damn business even running. There's 11 people in the mayor's race. Seven or eight of y'all have no remote chance on this planet of women. None. None. But you didn't promote yourself. You didn't advertise. Some of you who have no following, you thought that Facebook could do it all by itself. I'm going to help you. Next week, you need to have your name out there. Okay? You need to have your name out there promoting yourself. People don't know you in the race. They can't vote for you. And y'all relying on ballots. There are 20 ballots out there. Everybody got a ballot. You should be able to hear from candidates themselves. Thanks to those of you who are sending on the Cash App to Riviera. Thank you, darling. All the way from Salinas, California, sent $100. Monica, thank you, darling. Monica Jackson, which is one of my members also, $50. Angela sent 25. Monica, is that $250? No, I don't think that's two. I was getting happy. Miss G sent $25. So thank you. That number gonna stay up there all night long. Okay. I need your help. I need your help, and y'all need your support. This race for mayor is something else. But here's what I'm gonna do to boost you next week. let me pull this up. To boost your campaign up for next week, we'll do you and play you twice a night on the air. I'll play you once in the mornings on the radio, like I'm doing. Wait a minute, let me pull it up.
Hi, I'm Tanya Cooper. Early voting starts September the 13th. Election day is October the 3rd. And I'm running for City Council in District 3. I will be your voice and get the job done by eliminating blight, maintain infrastructure, and create innovative ideas so you can pay your mortgages, taxes, and utility bills. In Whitehaven, Hickory Hill, and Oak Haven. I also promoted the Sky Cop cameras to help prevent crime. Vote Tanya Cooper for City Council. Give the people what they want. Paid for by friends to elect Tanya Cooper Treasurer.
Okay. She's gonna get played a couple of times every night. And see, this will run all the way to October the 3rd, not just through early voting, but all the way through October 3rd. It'll run on my radio show in the mornings, and it will also run here. How much, Fatty Bear? $500. Now, if you ain't got $500, you don't even need to be trying to run nowhere but to the bank. Okay? That's all you got to do. When I go off the air, you can reach me at 231-9239. I'll be at the church all day tomorrow. I ain't even gonna take my nap. Dale guys said, oh, they've been able to sleep late since I've been on TV. Cause I'll come off the air at 9 and sleep to about 10:30, unless I got an early morning money appointment. So yeah, I got to get in the office on tomorrow. I need some munchies. But you need to be advertising. If you know my regular number, call me, inbox me, text me, $500 cash. And you need to be exposing your particular show. Your campaign, if you want to also come on the show, $750, okay? And we'll bring you on the show as well. And I'm scared to be interviewed by you. Only reason you got to be scared is that you are not prepared. If you're not prepared, then the people have a right to know, no, I don't need to vote for them. They don't even know what they doing. Okay? Okay. Yeah, Nina, I miss you Sunday. I know you went to the game. I'll be looking for you Sunday morning. All right? All right, let's take a commercial break. Then I'm going to bring old Nicole up here.
Oh.
Well, okay then, young Nicole, man, who's running for Super District 8-1. I want you to vote for her because J.B. Smiley does not have good integrity. And we will talk about it. And I'll let her even talk about it. I want to also talk about Thurston Smith. And then I want to talk about Joe Ford and one of his workers that I know, little young Undertaker, and what he told me today. He saw Joe Ford showed him the check that the Strickland organization gave to him. And I'll tell you how much Joe Ford was bought for. We'll be back after these commercial messages. Yes, Selena.
She over there whispering.
Huh? She said what?
I said, she over there whispering.
About what?
Joe Ford.
Oh.
You gonna scoot down, let us sit beside you so y'all can be on the camera?
Yeah. Cause folk are saying, move that up.
Yeah. She saw them way across the room. She said, nice shoes. He can't hear, he got that thing in his ear.
You like my shoes? It match my top.
Oh, nice.
You like that?
Yeah, I like the colors.
Yeah, like the colors in her shoes.
Those are very nice. Someone reached out to me
Huh?
and someone reached out to me.
Let me take this out of my ear. What?
Someone reached out to me and let me know at the polls there was an incident with a JB Smiley poll worker who got into it with a lady because she said, "Nah, he lied." And there was an exchange of words and a bunch of stuff.
What's this guy dressed up as?
I don't know.
I bet there's a nigga under there.
I don't know. That's all it is.
Hey, T, when we come back, I want you to put the Harrington number up. Then we'll go back, we'll take it, we're gonna let it sit there for a minute, then we're gonna put mine back up there.
I heard,
Do what?
I heard you, I'm just trying to camera.
Can you believe we got to move over a little bit?
All right, those of you on Instagram, y'all time it out for the first hour. I'll bring y'all on back. My God.
What you done did?
Huh?
I said, what you done did?
I came to Instagram. You know what deal on
Oh,
Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah. That girl had a big old big one. What? How many left?
you on Facebook?
Me?
Were you talking to me?
You saw that?
What? I didn't see you.
And welcome back to the.
Hi, I'm Tanya Cooper. Early voting starts September the 13th. Election day is October the 3rd. And I'm running for City Council in District 3. I will be your voice and get the job done by eliminating blight, maintain infrastructure, and create innovative ideas so you can pay your mortgages, taxes, and utility bills. In Whitehaven, Hickory Hill, and Oak Haven. I also promoted the Sky Cop cameras to help prevent crime. Vote Tanya Cooper for City Council. Give the people what they want. Paid for by friends to elect Tanya Cooper Treasurer.
All right, you can have that very same. If you ain't had no money to afford what I normally pay during the season, then $500. And let me boost you through your campaign. 231-9239 is the number. 901-231-9239. For you politicians, just call me. If you know my actual number, the other number, call me, inbox me. Just have your money, okay? Got to have your monies for me to do it. And you'll run all the way through October 3rd. If you want to appear in the show, ain't but $750. You need all the boosts that you can get next week for early voting. If I get enough of y'all on here, I'll just have a damn city council forum. Have all y'all sitting up here and do a question and answer. All right. Hey.
Hi.
Okay. How your day been? Let me
It's been
move this.
good.
Okay.
With
How's the
kids
campaign
earlier.
going?
Oh, it's coming along quite well. I had people to send me shots of where they voted for me, so I was happy with that.
Well, everybody, you've been on this show now more than anybody
Really?
has been on the yeah, more than anybody has been on this show. And that's because I believe in you and I believe that you can win. And when I look at that race, uh, many people have counted you out as that new young girl in the race. But I think that by appearing on this show, that you built up some momentum that you would not have had. People see you, they found out that I ain't been able to trick you or slip you up in asking questions. But I have to ask you this. J.B. Smiley, who you're running against, no, well, I guess you're not running against, you're running your own race. But J.B. Smiley has been considered as a front runner in this race. But what about his integrity? What about him lying on the police?
I would say that that would be a lack of integrity.
I can't hear you. You're gonna have to let me move this mic over a little bit closer to you.
You said, what about his integrity?
His
I
inte-
said that would be a lack of integrity if he's lied on the police. And let me tell you why that's an issue. That's an issue because in the communities with everything that's going on right now, we're trying to mend that between police and neighborhoods. So if you have someone who's on the city council, that's an automatic rift. How can you mend someone who's lied on an entity that you need to make relationships work?
Okay. And for those of you who are not familiar with what happened, in 2017, J.B. Smiley was running for the county commission, and he was stopped by a policeman for speeding, pulled over, and J.B. Smiley reported, called a news conference, and stated that he was racially profiled, that he was intimidated, and he feared for his life because of the actions of this white police officer. He called a press conference talking about, oh, woe is me. And it was all a play on the emotions of black people in this community. He been mistreated. We need to vote for him and put him on the county commission. But the body cam of the police officer was on. And on that body cam, it showed that the police officer was very courteous to him, stopped him, was not abrupt, did not put his hands on the weapon, as J.B. Smiley has stated, and did not even write him a ticket, allowed him to go on his way. If you have someone who says that they want to represent you and he's already proven that he has a lack of integrity and that, hell, you're just a liar, okay? Then why would you vote for him? I called JB numerous times to get him to appear on this show, but he did not. Now, he spent money. He spent money advertising, but he did not want to appear on this show. And I tell people, because you advertise does not mean that I am not going to seek answers to questions that should be answered. We have a right to know, J.B. Smiley, why you lied on the police. And you need to remember that factor. Who will he lie on and for the next time? He has a lack of integrity. Will the power brokers be able to slide him a little money under the table and get him to lie on or just do anything that is inappropriate? Will he fight for you? I think not. I'm urging you to vote for Nicole Cleveland. And again, one of the things that you need to understand that you're voting for, I believe it's 4 city council persons. If you see the name Nicole Claiborne, no matter who your single district representative happens to be, vote for her. You see him on the pitch and just cheesing like a chess cat.
But that's just him, because we had to go to a super district meeting interview with the commercial appeal.
Talk up a little bit, girl.
We had to go to a meeting with the commercial appeal.
Okay.
Super district, 8 candidates. And we had to give our, platforms and everything. And he's come up now, wait, you need a lawyer on city council. And in my head, I didn't say it because I really do try to keep my mouth off of him, even though he said things, in reference to me. He kept saying, well, you have to have an attorney to be able to read the logistics and all of this stuff. And in my head, I'm thinking, if you've already lied and you're an attorney, that just means you know how to slither your way and further do corrupt stuff, which we're trying to get away from. That is a definite no for me.
Plus, the council has Alan Wade. Okay, Alan Wade is the attorney for the council. Who is this? Let me see. Maybe this. Oh, I thought that may have been him calling. He ain't gonna call me. But they have their own attorney to go through the logistics of what should and should not be a part of the law. But I want this community, I want you to go out and early vote. And your district comprises what areas?
It comprises starting in Raleigh and Fraser, parts of Central Garden, come over to North Memphis, South Memphis, go over to Whitehaven and Hickory Hill. And you do need to look up, you can go to the Election Commission and find out exactly where the borders are. Because I had a lady to tell me that she went into a voting spot at Riverdale and she didn't see my name, but she might be on that cusp. I still have to check on that just to be sure. Because she's like, Nicole, I looked and I did not see your name.
Okay. Go to those of you who have, that's computer literate, look up the Shelby County Election Commission. You can pull your own information up, put in your social security number, put in your address, and see everybody that you should be voting for. Okay. The real Mr. Johnson, you gone. I ain't got no damn deacon vote. Okay. Now, let me deal with something else. And I just called her in so y'all can get familiar with her and see just how smart she is. Joe Ford. I've known Joe Ford for a number of years. I worked under him at N.J. Ford and Sons Funeral Home. I think he's the 14th child of Vera and N.J. Ford. Ed Sr. is number 15. And I've known him for, I know him. I've known Justin, his son, since he was born. Joe has his own funeral home now, Joe Ford Funeral Home. Joe is a former city councilman. Joe is a former county commissioner. And because when, I forget which, I think that was when AC became the city mayor. He was the chairman of the county commission, which made him the interim Shelby County mayor. He ran for the office and lost. The Ford family in the past has been known, well, in ballots that definitely is in that folder. Bring me all them damn ballots. All them ballots. Bunch
Oh, wow.
of ballots. Bunch of ballots. Y'all get all this mess. Just tell folks, I don't want that shit. I mean, stuff.
Some people did, and they almost got jumped on at the polls.
What?
Telling people they don't want those.
Really?
Yes.
What? That's the Justin Fold ballot. Did I bring his in here? Yeah, here it is. Okay. T, see if you can do me a close-up on this ballot. I hate to bother you. You look so comfortable in there. All right, this is the Joe Ford ballot. Let me also emphasize Ed Ford Sr., who you see on this ballot, had nothing to do with this ballot, does not want to be on this ballot. I guess Joe felt since that was his brother, he would put him on there. Ed did not know that he was on this ballot until the ballot came out. You will notice that he is supporting Jim Strickland. Okay? Jim Strickland is who he's supporting. You can put, well, while you got that, you will see that his son, and that green is gonna mess it up, the Justin Ford legacy ballot, he's supporting Dr. Harrington. Now, you can pull it back. Dr. Harrington did not pay to be on anyone's ballot. They're using Dr. Harrington's profile and his picture for the purpose of selling ballots. In fact, the only television that Dr. Harrington has paid for is the Thaddeus Matthews Show. And when you go to his disclosures, you find my name and the amount of money that he spent on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Now, I was over at Mississippi Boulevard on today, and I saw a young fellow by the name of Jeremy Harris. I know Jeremy because Jeremy works in the funeral business. He's a little young undertaker. And when I pulled up over there, that's right, Jeremy told me don't mention his name. Damn.
Too late. Oh my gosh.
My hell. I ain't lying on me. I pulled up and I saw Jeremy, and Jeremy had on a Jim Strickland badge. I said, Jeremy, what you get this on for? I can't even vote in the city. I live in the county. But Joe is paying me. Then Jeremy went on to tell me that he saw the check that the Strickland organization paid him for this ballot. I said, how much was the check? $21,000.
Are you serious? Wow.
Nigga got bought for $21,000. And you still gotta pay your poll workers. Now the crackheads and them older, y'all ain't gonna get no money. Okay? I swear for God, y'all ain't gonna get paid. Jeremy said he was getting $100 a day. No lunch, but you get, I guess for $100 a day, you can get you some lunch. I hope I didn't make him lose his little job right then.
You may have. You let the cat out the bag.
I didn't mean to, Jeremy.
He's
I
gonna
did.
be up here looking for a job.
Huh?
He's gonna come up here looking for a job.
I ain't got no ballots to pass out. $21,000. Okay. Somebody said, why did the Memphis Republican Club make a post about you? I don't know. I haven't seen it. Did they spell my name correctly? Okay. I don't know. I haven't seen them, but everybody writes about me, so I don't care. $21,000 to sell out. 21,000. Come on, Joe. At your funeral home, that's almost just about 2 bodies. How as your funerals be? Your funerals as high as R.S. Lewis. Come on. $21,000. And you had to get you some caps that said forward ballot. You got some t-shirts that say forward ballot. Then you got to pay your workers out of that. You had to buy the t-shirts and the caps. So you probably going to end up with about $15,000 to the good. Now, I don't know how much Justin got, but Justin was going to run for office, then found out that Justin owed the state of Tennessee $20,000. You cannot run for office and you owe the state of Tennessee. You can't owe the state of Tennessee. He owed them a $20,000 fine. Somebody said, how fast was he speeding? No. Justin had a little funeral home too. And he decided he wanted to move his funeral home to a new location. You can't move a funeral home without the state of Tennessee. Okay. So he moved and they charged him $20,000. Okay? $20,000, and he didn't pay them people. So his political career probably over because he ain't got no money. So, but damn. Yeah, KYB, he already gone. Now I hear on this ballot, the word came nigh unto me that Jim Strickland spent $50,000. This one ain't charged up all the way. Ain't got about 15% left on the Instagram tablet there. Ain't got about 15%. $50,000 to the grants. And they made a nice ballot. And I can believe $50,000 on this. Got Jim Strickland on the front of it. Got Jim Strickland all on the back of this particular ballot. Okay? KYOB, his question wasn't harmful, so, okay. Gave him a whole speech on the backside of the page. Now, we must support Dr. Harrington. You support Dr. Harrington?
I do. I went to the women's rally and I was there. So.
Yeah, I saw you, Sarah. Put Dr. Harrington's ride to the polls number up there. If you need a ride to the polls, they said the phones were ringing off the hook when I put it up there last night. Call right now. Call right now. You need rides. You old and feeble. You on one of them scooters. You can't scoot your way. Your battery might run out before you get there. So get you a ride. They got some nice vans to put you in. Area code 901-405-1036. Call right now. 901-405-1036. Call it right now. 901-405-1036. Get you a ride to the polls. Let's show these sellout Negroes and show Jim Strickland and those elitists who are his puppet masters, show them that black folk are going to turn out, and we're going to turn out in force. I got so much junk up here, what I'm looking for. Yesterday, in your early voting, you did, on an average, you did better than you've been doing. Abundant Grace, you had 317 compared to Monday, you only had 319. Agri Center, 166. Yesterday you had 175. ATOP, You had 180, is it 180? No, 161 versus 144 the day before. Bellevue, you fell down a few. 132 yesterday compared to 137 on Monday. Bellevue, Frazier, you had 69 compared to Monday at 62. And I'm hitting these black locations predominantly. Dave Wells, 127 to 137 the day before. Glenview, 185 on yesterday compared to 177. Greater Lewis Street, 183 compared to 169. Greater Middle Baptist, 194 yesterday compared to 184. Mississippi Boulevard, you went down a few, 171 compared to Monday's 180. Mount Zion, your best day of the week, you had 127 compared to 96. Riverside, 253 compared to 233 the day before. Solomon Temple, y'all doing bad. 67. Damn, y'all ain't all week long. Y'all ain't having 252 people. Come on now. We got to get these numbers up. I want you right now to down that number 405-1036. Okay? 405-1036. You know who I'm supporting. W. Harrington. If y'all need to call me right now to find out who you need to vote for, put my number up there. 231-9239. Okay? Okay. 231-9239. If you need me to tell you who you need to vote for. W. Harrington for mayor of the city of Memphis. Call that number right there. For city court clerk, and I don't remember whether that's runoffs in the clerk's race or not. I can't remember. City court clerk William Stovall. Now, District 1. Okay, I'll say it in a minute. You're on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Oh, wait a minute. I messed up. Hold on. Thaddeus? All right, I messed up. Let me do it next time.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Go ahead, Nay.
Renee, I live out in Hickory Hill, and I know that I'm voting for Harrington for mayor, but I'm not real sure of the district that I am.
What part of Hickory Hill?
Well, I'm not sure what part of Hickory Hill. I just live off
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Where you live at? What street you're on?
I live on Kirby.
Between what and what?
Between Rains and Winchester.
Is that in your district?
Yes, that's for who's your city council person right now?
You don't know. Who your city council person?
I don't know.
Who you vote for the last time?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh, damn. See, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. Y'all got to get you got to find out who represents you. If you see the name Nicole Claiborne, vote for her. Okay? That should be in your area.
It should be under 8 city council, 8-1, Nicole Claiborne.
8-1, vote for Nicole Claiborne. Vote W.W. Harrington for mayor. Vote William Stovall for city court clerk. Then when you come down to the judges' races, are you still there, ma'am? In City Court Division 3, you want to vote for David Poole. In Division 1, you want to vote for Latrina Davis Ingram. You got that?
I got everything, but I'm not gonna vote for that lady that's up there with you.
Why?
I don't like her.
Why don't you like
I
her?
don't like her
Why don't you like her?
because she sounds like a kitten when she talks. Her voice is too soft. She's not gonna be a good representative.
So who are you gonna vote for?
I'm not sure who I'm gonna vote for.
Okay, let me ask you this. What about the issues of that area? Forget about her voice. What about the issues? Huh?
Okay, the issues in my area that I'm mainly concerned with right now is that all of the businesses are going out and they're being left empty.
You concerned about what?
The businesses around here, they're leaving and the businesses are being left empty, you know.
So what does that have to do with you and your community? If you all, and especially if they're black businesses, if you're not spending money with them, how do you expect them to stay in your community?
Well, actually, years ago when I moved out here, we didn't have any black businesses. We had like a nice area to live in with different stores, but now it's like they're leaving, and then they're leaving the businesses, you know, just standing, you know, almost like a ghost town or something.
What business are you talking about? Give me one. I live in that area. So what business are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking about the mall for one.
Ma'am, the mall.
Hickory Ridge Mall.
Okay, and there's nothing that the city council can do about that. That is privately owned by a church organization. Have you been over to the church organization? What's that church with the statue up there, Statue of Liberty? Pastor William. Have you been over there and complained to them?
I don't attend that church.
No. See, here's what I hear. You want to put it on somebody else to do it. Have you, since you think that the mall should be full, the owners of the mall is World Overcomers. Are you familiar with the fact that they own the mall?
I heard that church did own the mall.
So have you sought to find out from that church what needs to be done?
No.
Okay, so you just running your mouth. You have not applied anything to seeking an answer or a solution. You want to put it on the city council. City council, that's private property, man. Hello? Hello?
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, get your dumb ass off. You gotta put some bass in your voice.
I can't, but my daddy said going against me is like having a tiger by the tail. I don't like the smooth taste food.
Hmm.
That's what he said.
That's what you said?
That's what he said.
I don't like her voice. Well, damn. Boy. Ooh. I ain't gonna, I'm gonna be nice.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Go ahead.
Hi, so for the caller who just called, who is uninformed on who her representative was, it's Patrice Robinson.
Okay. So she has a choice in the single district race, okay, to vote for Patrice LaTonya Cooper.
Right, which is the opponent, the young lady who's sitting with you tonight on your show, is that correct?
She's what now?
And who is the other young lady who you're speaking of? I'm
Nicole
not aware of who she is.
Nicole Claiborne. She's in the
Oh, that's the
super.
young lady who's sitting with you tonight on your show.
Right.
Okay,
See, in that area, you're able to vote for 4 city council persons.
okay.
Everyone in the city can vote for 4 representatives on the council.
3 super districts and 1 specific district.
3 super districts and 1 single district. Okay?
That was very helpful. So what I'll do is do my fact checking on those individuals and sway where I'm going to send my vote. Thank you so much.
What about mayor? Who you voting for?
Oh, I have to vote for Willie Harrison. He
Yes.
is the only way. He's the Memphis way. Reinstate Memphis.
Yes. Thank you, darling. Such great,
Absolutely. Have a good night.
great words of wisdom. Cause some of these folk ain't wise at all. I don't like her voice.
Well, a lot of people have let my voice fool them.
Really?
I've run across that before. That's nothing new.
What they want you to sound like?
They think I should have more bass in my voice.
No, girl, don't.
No,
Don't
no,
put
no,
no-
no. My cousin told me God had a sense of humor. Because he said if your voice lined up with your actions,
Jackie. To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Go ahead, Jackie. Jackie,
Hello?
go ahead, darling.
I was just wondering, what was the prices on the shirt? The, post-Jim Strickland shirt?
Do what, man?
Jim Strickland shirts.
$25, baby. Okay, thank you. Oh.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Go ahead.
How you doing, Daddy? How you doing, Miss Claiborne?
hey,
I
how you
want to
doing?
say real quickly that William Claiborne, that was your grandfather, I believe.
Edward Claiborne.
I never knew the history of Claiborne Homes, and I believe it was you that made sure some kind of statue or monument stayed there in that area. And when I heard you speak and bring up issues, it made me go online and look up William Claiborne, where I found out he was 18 and he went and joined the military, and he held out the enemy until his platoon got away, and he ended up being killed in battle. When they brought him back to Memphis, they honored him with a lot of awards and named Claiborne Homes after him.
Yes, ma'am. That was
Mhm.
that was Edward O. Claiborne. Yes, yes, ma'am. That was my uncle.
Well, I have much respect for the history of Claiborne Homes, but I found out about William Claiborne. And in your commercial that you run for election, you sound to me very sincere about what you wanted to do. And I appreciate that. And you have a good night.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, she knew all about your campaign.
Let me tell you what's been really interesting though, because on the
Okay.
campaign trail, a lot of people are familiar with my dad. I've had people come up to me, even Mayor Harrington said he used to be at Claiborne's Drive-In. He said,
Is real what?
Claiborne's Drive-In. It was only, at the time in the 50s and 60s, there were only 2 places for people of color to go here in Memphis. And one of them was Claiborne's Drive-In in South Memphis. That was my dad's spot.
What was the drive-in?
It was a place where everybody used to go, hang out, dance, and eat. Dad had barbecue way before anybody. His
Okay.
ribs were
That barbecue?
very well known.
Where was it located?
It was on the curve of, actually the building is still standing. It's right at South Parkway across from the In-N-Out. It's that white and green building.
Okay,
Yeah, that was Dad's spot back in the day.
okay, okay, all right. All right, 2319239. I got more commercials I need to get out the way. All right, let's get these here commercials. Wait a minute, before we go to the commercials, put up the cap, what-
I don't know what you're talking about.
okay. Cash App. I need y'all help in feeding these folk, okay? She does not have a mic on, and my voice is one of them booming voices that can be picked up on any type of microphone. She got one of them little cute, dainty voices. So we sharing the microphone, and I ain't got no problem being heard, but this is the person that you need in Super District 8, Position 1. Look, while I'm in the commercial break, will y'all make sure that I'm able to do what I need to do for the first Saturday? That's when we feed these families every month, is on the first Saturday of every month. Will you, $25 is what I need. Toribia, all the way from Salinas, California, thank you, baby, sent $100. The last time I did it, she sent $100. If any of you guys, any of you ladies want to send $100, I need about $2,000. Will you right now go to the Cash App, $, Naked Truth Ministries, or go to paypal.me/help support group. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Someone keeps asking if I'm married.
Huh?
Someone keeps asking if I'm married.
Tell them, no, you ain't married.
But
Harvey Paycheck.
She said, I don't know how to answer that question. And his name ain't changed.
he just throwing it out there.
Yes, I'll take donations on Friday. how much time I got left?
14 minutes.
Huh?
14 minutes.
Ugh.
So who else sold out on these
Huh,
ballots?
all these folks, Tanya Cooper, that's, well, I got too many of them, I guess. Damn,
I mean, it's
I
sold
got a whole
out
stack
to,
of them.
to
Then you got the
support.
Democratic,
I never look at this stuff.
Janice Footylove got a ballot. You gave me them commercials, didn't you?
I did.
What the fuck they had?
I don't know what the fuck they are.
Shit. Come find them for me, Dave. Out of this madness.
Fix it there.
Hey,
Fix it, Dale. You see she got a damn oh, here it is. She got a damn t-shirt.
sounds like you mad.
I got t-shirts.
I got t-shirts. You ain't got that one, did
I don't need no more of that. That's,
you? Okay.
So you don't have any more questions for me? I've answered all of your questions.
you want me to ask you something?
Well, I'm not trying to get in the hot seat. I was just saying.
So you can let it go behind?
Right. I'm good. I just sit and smile.
What? Hmm.
Yes, sleep.
All right. And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. How many minutes I got left? How many minutes I got left?
8.
How many fingers is that? 1, 2, okay. 6 minutes. Take 2 of my minutes and tell these folk what you're gonna do if you are elected. This may be your last time on the show.
I know. Nicole Claiborne, City Council, Super District 8, Position 1. What I will do if elected as council to represent the district is be sure that the funding that comes in is given to the areas that need it. So many times there have been areas that are underrepresented, they go without, you see other areas develop. That's because the money is not distributed equally. That would be my job and my priority. Also education, to be sure that
before any more money is extended, that there is a guarantee that it will reach who it needs to reach, which are the kids and the teachers in the classroom. Also, poverty in education, economic development, and you all know, and those of you who don't know, I feel very strongly about gentrification. So I would advocate and be a voice for those who have not been heard, and be sure that the money is given to communities, and be sure that the same people who benefited aren't going to continue to benefit.
You do?
Oh, I can say some more?
Yeah, don't say something.
Okay, you can find me on Facebook, Nicole Claiborne for City Council. I'm on NicoleClaiborne.com. And also, Claiborne Homes is having their annual picnic this Saturday starting at 12 o'clock, where it normally is at Georgia Fields. And I also want to thank those of you who have supported my campaign, the donations, and I appreciate it. And those of you who sent me the fact that you voted, early voting is September, started the 13th through the 28th. Go out and vote. Nicole Claiborne, City Council, Super District 8, Position 1. Your voice.
Your voice.
My voice, but I will
Your
represent
voice.
you.
Yeah, go out and please support Nicole Claiborne. Show those who think she's the underdog that she's the top dog, that she can win this particular race. Again, when you get to the polls and they push J.B. Smiley on you, ask them, why did he lie on the police? It was proven that he lied. See what his answer is. When you see him out campaigning, ask him, why did you lie on the police? Were you that thirsty, that hard up to be elected that you lied on the police, hoping that you would get the sympathy of this community? Put up my PayPal one more again. And again, to you politicians that's running and you need that extra push for office, like LaTonya Cooper, who is running for City Council District 3. You got a choice in that race. You can vote for her, vote against her, but you can do that with any campaign. I'm urging you also in District 7 to go head on and support Tony Green Cole. Let me remind you about DMC Cleaners, located at 62 Fairway at 3rd. Your clothes nasty. You folks do have nasty clothes.
Just the way you said it.
Ain't that the reason you take them to the cleaners, Nicole?
I hope they aren't that nasty.
Oh, some of y'all need to wash them at home before y'all take them to the cleaners too. But they do. Don't be looking at me like that. They do. DMC Cleaners, black-owned cleaners. If you're in the Whitehaven, South Memphis, Westwood area, 62 Fairway at 3rd. They have same-day service. In by 9, you can get your clothes back about 4:30 in the afternoon. They're open Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. until 6 o'clock in the afternoon. When you go in and take your dry cleaning, if you pay in advance, you only pay half price. Give them a call at 789-7983. 789-7983. If you need a carry permit, handgun carry permit, call Sean Goldsmith at Goldsmith Security Academy, 901-634-8384. If you're a security guard and you need your armed and unarmed security certification, whether it's in the baton, chemical spray, shotgun, AR-15, call Sean Goldsmith. Beginners and immediate firearm classes. You must be 18 years of age and older. Training is available 24 hours a day. Call 834-8384. D2G Screenshot. Dale, come show them your Fix It Dale t-shirt. I kept on I've kept on calling her Fix It Dale. That's what everybody calls her.
Fix it, Dale.
Yeah. So Dale has her own. You ain't got to smile so hard. Damn.
I smile all the time, don't be kind of.
Okay. She has her own Fix It Dale T-shirt. I think you're selling them. Who wants to walk around with a Fix It Dale T-shirt?
Stop being jealous.
But she really does fix stuff.
She do. She's a fixer.
She like the lady on Scandal. Fix it.
Or who?
Scandal. You never watched Scandal?
No.
They called her the fixer.
Oh, yeah. That's she at the White House.
Yeah.
Okay. She was screwing the president.
Yes, her.
Yeah. Always a sister together. Okay. Y'all call that number, right? I mean, that number. If you want to contribute to our food drive, there it is right there. Put the Harrington number up real quick. How many minutes I got? It's time to go? Put the Harrington up there before I go. That's right, yeah. If you need a ride to the poll, there it is. 901-405-1036. Call that number, okay? That's the Harrington Express for early voting. They will pick you up. Don't just let them pick up one somebody. Pick up, at least have 4 or 5. Get all your neighbors, okay? All you senior citizens, get all them people that y'all go to the missionary society meeting, the bingo meeting, when y'all go over there to the community center and have the old folk meeting. Call them and get yourself a ride. You young folk, you need to vote. Don't use the excuse that you don't have a car. Call that number. In fact, call them right now. Tell them I need a ride. I saw it on Thaddeus Matthews show. 405-1036. Well, Nicole, you don't think you need to come back no more, do you?
Not unless it's the day before October 3rd. Because I've been out here how many times? 4, 5?
I don't know. But I want you to win. I want your numbers excellent. I want you to show J.B. Smiley, who has no integrity, would not come on this show, that, hey.
But honestly, if he's lied and it's been proven that he's lied, what could he say to you?
I lied. I repent.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, by the way, Dale's shirt was done by D2G Screenworks, 3189 North Watkins. They do all of my t-shirts, direct to garment printing, quick turnaround, no minimums. If you don't need, she got her about 6, 7 different shirts in all them different colors. No screen setups, no color limits, high quality images. You see, that's a quality product. Call John at 279-0434. 279-0434. Well, as I would say on the radio, the clock on the wall says, Fatty Bear, that's all. It's been a plumb pleasing pleasure to have been here. We'll be back. I got a different show on tomorrow night. I got a guest, and we're going to be talking about black empowerment tomorrow night, because I'm so tired of this damn politics. No, I don't, but I've been to the bank a few times.
I know you have. Everybody who is running for any position has a commercial now. When I first started, it was just me.
Yes.
Now it's everybody.
Yes.
So I know you've been to the bank a couple of times.
You made sure I went to the bank.
I had to. It wasn't for free.
Yeah, but the $500 deal, y'all need to call me on the 231-9237 when I go off the air or anytime tomorrow. I hear the mic rattle. What you finna say in my ear? I gotta go. Okay. T said my time is up. So, top of the evening to you. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you.
We didn't let this gas up enough. Whatever.
It was on the charger. It was on the charger. It may just not have